Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. The wait is finally over. The 2026 NFL schedule has officially dropped. And the Washington Commanders, we're heading to a season where it feels bigger than anything we've seen in the last few years. We're talking primetime games, divisional rivals, talking road wars. Hell, we're even going to London. We're taking it international. We're going abroad. The NFL didn't give the Commanders this spotlight by accident. They know what time it is. JD5, he's got the league watching. Dan Quinn has the team believing. And now the entire football world is about to find out whether Washington is really something to jump on as far as from a playoff team to a Super Bowl contender. We got Philly twice. We got Dallas twice. San Francisco on Monday night. Joe Burrow coming into town. Late game a season stretch that could decide whether the playoff picture is even attainable. And now let's be honest. There really isn't any easy Sunday games on the schedule. Every single game has some smoke attached to it. I mean, every week feels like it's a statement game. So tonight, we're talking about it all. The tough stretch, the trap games, revenge games, primetime pressure. And it's going to tell us exactly where this team could rise or even fall. So Commanders fans, y'all get ready. Y'all know where to go. Hit the comment section up. Hit that like button. And we're on the road to the 2026 season. And it starts right now. Let's get to it.
What's up, man? Check out Off the Bench. Anytime you get a trade. Hey, Off the Bench. It's 89. Check it out.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb, and welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. We on the road to 1,000 subs, so do your boy a quick favor. Hit that like button, hit that comments section, because we got some stuff to talk about with the schedule. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so you could be abreast of what's next on Off the Bench. And I failed to mention this in the cold open. We got somebody coming in today. So let's get straight to it. And let me tell you a little bit about this person right here. He's been on the show a few times. He knows a little bit about sports. I mean, he's a track star back in high school. He's played the game, the NFL. He's actually playing to the NFL. He's taught me about the NFL. He's raised me every which way that I could be to know anything about this game. So we're coming to the stage. We got Pops coming back. So Pops, what's good? How you doing, man?
What's up? I'm feeling good, man. Hey, I love my intro music, man. Ain't nothing like no Funkadelic, boy. That's my favorite. Okay, Cosmic Slop. Don't make me start singing. You hear my mother call. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Most definitely glad to have you on again.
I love the intro, man, but I want to know where's my picture with Santana. Okay, I got one that. You know, the matter you told me about the picture. You told me about it when I was on there.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be redoing the whole entire thing soon. So I mean, just send me the picture and I'll try to get you in. But before we go any further, we got some people in the comments section. So shout out to TMB June says, "What it do? Love the schedule. At least we got our division rivals early. Yes, we are definitely gonna break down into that." And so before I go any further on this one, I got to ask, so starting off, what did you think about this schedule that we just seen on the yesterday when they presented it?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, it's top loaded. I mean, it's front loaded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a good and the bad with that, because if you don't at least go 3-3 in them first six, you might have some problems. Now the back end, if you are 3-3 in those first six, or even 4-4, even if you're 4-5, back into that schedule, those last 8, it's about at least 5 or 6, which right now will be considered winnable games. I know teams change, over the course of the year, but that first end, I mean, 2 on the road to begin with against division rivals at Philly, at Dallas, and then you go. I think they go to London right after that, if I'm not mistaken. No, they got Seahawks at home. Then they go to London, and those first 3, I mean, legitimately, you could see a 1-2 or even an 0-3 start. Now if they're able to go 2-1 in that, and then get Indy right after that, you can pull off a 3-1 start, man, you could be off to the races. But that top half is woo. Man.
Yeah. So we even got somebody asking you what to do, Pops.
What up? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Hey, look, they only let me back off the bench every now and then. I was normally in the game. I wasn't on the bench.
But I mean, you said those first couple games is going to be pretty tough, to say the least. Just looking at the schedule, it's straight up proven ground. The early stretch is brutal. The primetime games are stacked, and the back half of the decide playoff seedings. If the Commanders could actually come out of October alive, I mean, they're going to be dangerous late in the season. And I mean, just like it says right here, welcome to the fire in the first couple weeks. Let's go ahead and put the actual schedule, because I got the schedule up here. So let's go ahead and switch this real quick. So
my thing is, you only playing. I mean, I know the London game is considered a home game. For real, it's in London, so you literally only paying in front of your paying fans like once in the first month. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you got to go to San Francisco, and you're bringing the Rams in. Philly. I mean, literally, if you look at those first 7, man, that's a problem. I mean, it really.
All honesty is I think it's the first 11, but just getting down to it. So in week 1, we go up to Philly September 13th. It's a 4:25 start. It's looking like we're gonna be the game of the week. You got Tom Brady, Burkhardt, and everybody else there. So opening season with Philly is nasty work, by the way, by the NFL. Loud environment, division rival, playoff atmosphere immediately. This game tells us instantly whether Washington is ready to be a contender or still development. And even the storyline attached to it, that where I see Daniels headed to playoff level pressure just on week 1 off the break. So, I mean, what's your take on that first one?
Sure, I think he's going to be tested the first month. I mean, when you look at those first 5 games, the Giants are the easiest game. And the Giants always give us trouble. I mean, we got them in the last few years, but I mean, you at Philly, at Dallas, okay? I mean, Dallas has been a house of horrors. I was up there last year, and oh my God. I mean, I came back with my tail between my legs, man. That was the wildest bus I've ever been on. So yeah, I mean, if they can squeak out, out of the first 7, if you could squeak out 3, and then you actually are setting yourself up. Because here's the thing, you still, even after the Giants, you got to see San Francisco, Philly, and the Rams all 3 in a row. I mean, the NFL ain't liking us all that much these days. And then a lot of them, they don't have many 1:00 games. I'm looking at,
I mean,
time or 4:30 games or whatever.
Because it's looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games that are 1:00 games, and I mean, and those are just, and I mean, out of 17, and I'm looking at it even deeper into it because let me break down just real quick the games that we got all. Dallas, second straight road division game that starts the season off rough. Dallas always treats Washington like it's their Super Bowl and vice versa. Also, storyline on this one: can the Commanders' offensive line survive the early gauntlet? And try to avoid 0-2 in the division as much as possible. Number 3, we got the Seattle Seahawks on September 27th. That's a 1:00 game. First home game as well. And Seattle is usually physical and a disciplined team, and it feels like one of the most protect the home field games that we got. So Northwest Stadium got to be rocking in there. So you got to come in there as fans. We got to protect the whole entire crib. And I mean, because you got the Super Bowl champs And I'm even looking at it like this. I mean, we got a whole new office and defensive coordinator. So I mean, and just looking at that, if we could just go ahead and go toe to toe with them, just in that first those first 3 weeks, and then going to London, if we could just, like I said, just go toe to toe with them and actually be competitive, I think that we could actually be pretty good down the stretch. And we're going to get down to the stretch, but just this last game, also, I want to point out the fact that it's on my birthday, October 4th. We're going to London to play Indianapolis International Spotlight game. London games are weird. Travel matters, preparation matters, development, the depth also matters as well. Who adjusts better to the travel and strange timing is the question. And momentum swings games before another divisional matchup as well. So, I mean, those first 4 games are brutal. I mean, like I said, welcome to the fire, because you in the pits of hell in the first 4 weeks. And the NFL really ain't fucking with us when it comes to that.
See, my thing is that London game is like a 9:00 game to their bodies. You know, I mean, because I love, first of all, I love these. Not when we play them, but I love the international games because you can wake up at 9:00 in the morning and it's like being on the West Coast, like you have football for breakfast.
Exactly.
So I do love the timing of. A lot of people don't like that early morning Sunday game. I love it, but I'm not all that thrilled about if we go 5-2 after the first. If we go 5-2 after the first 7, we're looking at a Super Bowl. Okay, we're looking at it going to the conference because our first 7. Good God Almighty! I mean, you talking about Philly twice. You talking about Seattle. You talking about Dallas. The light game is Indiana, who went 9-7 last year, and the Giants. You know, I mean, but yeah, you talk about the Rams in San Francisco. Hey, look, man, from your lips to God's ear. And you're right, we do need to get Seattle back because they busted up. They busted up number 5 last year, so we owe them one. You know, I'm glad to see Kenny Walker gone because as a Michigan fan, he tore us a new one.
He
was in the snow.
Definitely, little brother was showing out that day. So I mean,
I had to hear that for a minute or whatever. But no, my man say 5-2. Look, I would love 5-2.
I'm telling you right now, if we go 5-2, I'm already putting it in. We're going to Super Bowl. We 5-2. Coming out the first 7.
I'm going to a playoff game at that point. Because, you know, even that or the whole daggone world and flip topsy turvy or whatever. So because see, I'm not scared after the Rams in week 9. Nobody on that schedule after that scares me. Because let's go down a bit. You got the Giants.
Before because we gonna go down there because I mean we definitely gonna get. So no, it's all good. But just looking at real quick, the survival stretch from 5 to 7. We got coming back home. We got which is another thing in itself that we got to talk about real quick because I mean you're traveling from London on that first go round. We're going up against Seattle. That's a 1:00 game. So never mind the fact that the Seahawks got to come all the way over on the other side of the country, but we're playing them at 1:00. So that plays a slight advantage a little bit because I used to playing that their time 1:00, which is our time 4. So I mean, you going in and jump on if you can jump on them and take advantage of that game. Hey, you going into the next week because as soon as they leave, we going straight to London the very next day. And traveling from London to America, I mean, yeah, that's going to play dividends having to come into the following week to play the Giants. Now, granted, we're sitting there saying, we beat the Giants the last 4 times. Hey, they're still an NFL team at the end of the team. And last time I checked, Harbaugh knows how to coach. And
I don't play the Giants cheap at all. We always struggle with them. I mean, you know, that's for sure. So, you know,
And then on top of that, we follow up with a possible revenge game for Brandon Ayuk. So I mean, if he comes onto the team, I know how you feel about. Well, I'm gonna let you go ahead. How do you feel about the whole entire Ayuk situation?
I'm just tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Okay, the Bama ain't played in 2 years. Okay, anybody to give away what $30 million is what he gave back?
Damn near.
Damn near. You got to wonder about the mentality. So, I mean, either they really pissed him off, but I don't think you can piss me off to the point where I'm gonna give you $30 million back. I'm not doing that.
Well, also, I mean, like, hey, if you, and I mean, this is a bold take, so I know what I'm about to get myself into. if you feel like you that good to the point to where you can make that money back eventually, maybe not have the full on contract that you had before, where you was guaranteed like 4 or 5 years. But if you could get that money back, if you know that, I mean, because let's be real. Yes, he hasn't played in 500 days, but also he was healthy. What's his name in 2024? Was 2025? He was healthy. They just didn't play him for whatever reason. So I mean, and then he's got to a point to where he's like, look, I'm trying to play, but then they're trying to take my money, and then all this other BS and nonsense. And he comes back, and I mean, let's say he was ready since last year. They just didn't play him, and he gets pissed off, and he goes 100 miles per hour, which I would never say that it's okay to do that. But I mean, you finally get a chance to go ahead and stick it to the team who's been pretty much screwing you over the last couple of years. So I mean, that's something.
Anybody that, once again, if you give away 30, you're not making that $30 million back. Okay, you're not getting that back. That money's gone. You can add to what you got right now, but that 30 million is gone. Okay, and once again, it still bothers me that he hasn't played a competitive game. What you saying? 500 days? That's basically
it's over. Years. Yeah, 2 years, damn near 2 years. Yeah. So by the time, because I'm even looking at it like this, they go ahead and let him go. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, June 1st, they let him go. And he comes over here and he's actually practicing with the team during the OTAs and whatnot. And then he gets to training camp, he gets all the tuning and everything. And then by the time September starts, you're still behind on the 8 ball. Yeah, you got a grasp of somewhat of the offense and everything because you went to training camp and all that, but you still gotta play. You're probably not gonna play like the first 2 quarters of the play or the the whole entire preseason. But even still, on the flip side, they could very much let you go in September. Like August 31st, they'd be like, all right, we done being petty. We ain't trying to give this money. You're fine. Here's your walking papers.
Well, and I think at June 1st, they have to make a decision because that's when, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be or will be, I think that's when it affects the cap.
Yeah. Here's the thing, because they did say like technically he could stay on the team. They could be very much petty, and it just doesn't affect them the final bottom line until September 1st. So they would have to release him on August 31st. We got some people in the comment section real quick. What up? Jay Skinny says, "Hey fam, what up, Papa Herb? We have to start strong with a new OCDC and basically new team, and that's going to be hard. Hell, I don't want to talk about Ayuk anymore. Not until he's in Burgundy and Gold.
Thank you. I don't want to talk about nobody who's not on the team. Okay, that's how
I'm only talking about this because this plays a part. If we actually get, if he comes in when we play the 49ers. So I mean,
if my mom had a package, she would have been my dad. Okay, so
wow,
if we'd all be drunk. I don't want to deal with. I want to deal with the people who are here. Now, and by the way, the only good thing about the Ayuk deal is that you can put him on a prove it deal. Like you can pay him like $3-4 million, and make him earn that next contract. But he's shown you once he earns it, he kind of dumbs out, and so that will be a concern.
I mean, and truth be told, I'm more so the turn that I want to bring Diggs in because I mean that I feel more comfortable with Diggs coming in. Now, granted, he is this.
He's a little crazy too.
Hold on a second. I'm not gonna give him no. I'm not giving him no pass. I mean, like I said, the only thing that I'm worried about is if he out there hitting women and everything, and he just dodged a charge with that. So, for the love of God, because they just had something the other day with Cardi yelling at him. Dude, just sit there and say, let her scream. Don't do nothing. If you're really trying to go ahead and play again, and you know cameras are everywhere, don't do shit. Just stand there. Because let her fire off. And because at this point, you argue back. Now you look unstable. We can't sign you. Nobody's gonna want to sign you. Also, Jay Skinny says, right, we have to have a decent wide receiver core. Someone is going to earn that spot. Diggs is a diva, but he is productive. 1,000 yards last season. Ayuk buys watches.
I agree with him. You know what? And Diggs is local. Diggs is from here. Okay, And you're right. He has been, my man, who put that up is
Jay
right.
Skinny.
He's been a 1,000-yard receiver for 6-7 years running.
Six out of this last 7 years because he got an injury in Houston, but he's been productive. Last year he had 85 catches, 4 touchdowns with 1,000 yards. Yeah. So I mean, my thing is that's what put him with finally Terry would have somebody to actually be productive to go alongside him. And then he has the rookie that's coming in, Antonio Williams. He could be the slot guy, and you get everything underneath. You got Chigga Okonkwo, another Maryland Terp, to come on in here who's finally able to break out because he actually has other weapons that he didn't have in Tennessee. So that's another thing. But getting back to the schedule, potential tough game against on the schedule going to Monday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. Not even dealing with the fact that the whole entire IU thing. One of my closest friends, James Clinton, you remember him, Dad. He lived with us in Forestville. He's a 49er fan, so I just want to go ahead and just laugh at him when they tell him that his team it sucks and my team is better. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's all I really care about.
You like beating your enemies, but you love
beating your friends.
Nothing better.
Pause. Week 7, we go into the bye week with the perfect timing for the Commanders to absolutely need after that London travel, division travels, and going to play the San Francisco on Monday night. This bye could have saved the season physically, and especially seeing because they always say, as far as with the players that's been in there and the whole entire going through training camp, that's grueling, and then you have to go straight into into playing your games for a whole entire month and a half. So getting that at that break is actually pretty good. I'm glad they did it at week 7 instead of like right after the London game, because they usually give you a chance to say like, hey, do you want to take your bye week after the international game? So this way you can go ahead, rest up after you just traveled this long period and everything. I actually like the fact that they did it like this.
I wouldn't have had a problem with a week later after the Philly game, because you're coming back off that bye weekend. You're coming back to some smoke. You're coming back to Philly and the Rams. You know? And then after that, the schedule gets manageable. And look, when we finish with the schedule about what it means to the Commanders, then we got to talk about what it means to us. Okay, like where am I going?
We definitely going into that, because I mean,
where am I going?
Because all right, so let's just get straight to it, because coming back on week 8, we're going to play the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football on November 1st. Huge revenge opportunity if week 1 goes badly. So, I mean, and I'm all for it because, I mean, number one, it's Sunday night. I've been waiting all day. And I would love for this to happen because, and I know you really don't care about it, but hell, I am. I want to see those Hellraiser jerseys being available, the All Blacks coming in on Monday night. I'm looking at the picture right now. Let's say we go, give or take, if we go at least like 5-2, like we said earlier. Coming in on Sunday Night Football, and then you got you hear what's the girl's name singing every single waiting all day, and then you got it locked in. You got the over you looking over the stadium and everything, and it's just like, yeah, this is what we're here for. And then on top of that, it puts the pressure on Philly because we ain't no slouch. We in here and we here to go ahead because we got to get back for them from last year too. Because I mean, we didn't forget about the first game. Yeah, we won the second game, but ain't nobody was playing, so I don't care about that game. I want smoke with the Eagles. I want belts to ass. I want to beat the hell out of them. So go ahead.
What I'm noticing in the first 10 games, you got 5 division games. 5 of your 6 division games.
In the first 10, you're playing. In the first 10 games, out of 5 out of 6, you're playing, which is crazy to me. I mean,
but it could be a gift or a curse. If you can get through there, if you get through 3-2, then you set up, because if you got one more division game, if you go in that, you go 4-2 in your division, that's half of the battle.
Yep.
All you got to do is win 6 other games out of those other 11. You go 6-5 the rest of the way. You at least at 10 or 11 wins. And you're looking at a legitimate chance. I'm not one of those people that's going like, "Oh, we're gonna win the division. We're gonna do." Nah. But I think they have the potential. But I'm looking at these first 8 games, or the first 9 weeks, as it were. Man, that's a problem. You got Philly twice, you got Dallas, you got Seattle, you got San Francisco, you got the Rams.
Just getting ready to say, we got the Rams on week 9, and they come to on November 8th, 1:00 game.
That helps a little bit because they're gonna be on Cali time instead.
And you talking about the runner-up in the NFC Championship, Matt Stafford. You got Mr. Bite the girls all over the place with Puka Nacua. We got Devontae Adams, who I still got a little not major smoke, but he was throwing shots at DC the last time that he was talking about. Like, somebody said, "Would you ever want to play at some point with DC?" He's like, "Hell no!" Like, no, like, well, fuck you then. That's how I feel. I mean, but yeah. And I mean, and throw the workers out the window when it comes down to this next game. We playing the New York Giants. Short week divisional game equals chaos because we're playing them on Thursday Night Football, November 12th. So, and that could be very much be a trap game at the end of the day.
For the Giants. I like it because you know what? I might go to that game, although it's going to be cold. That's the only problem.
Yeah,
I don't like cold weather games that much.
It's always good to. Well, here's the thing: just New York in general, and I mean, I got family in New York, but I mean, I tell them in their face, fuck New York. Okay. Matter of fact, we were supposed to have an extra guest on here. My uncle, who's for the life of me, I don't understand it because I understand it, but I'm just gonna put it out there. My uncle Rudy Saunders, Dr. Rudy Saunders. He's supposed to be on, but he had other obligations to take care of. But he's from the DMV, born and raised, went to Suitland and went to Suitland High School with pops and everything. And he's a Knicks fan. And anybody who roots for New York is just go ahead.
He became a Knicks fan because when Georgetown was great and they had Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing got drafted number 1 by the Knicks. And so he followed because Washington, basketball-wise, didn't have much to root for. So he just followed Patrick Ewing to the Knicks. And he's been faithful ever since. And I've been with him on a couple of games. I've been with him in the last 2 road games.
Mm-hmm.
And look, if I got anything bad to say about Philly, it's the way they handle that ticket fiasco. That was a joke.
Okay, all right. So before we get into it, first of all, what up, Lady E? If y'all ain't following Lady E, go ahead and hit her up, subscribe to her channel, man. She's got some great content. But we definitely got to talk about this because I mean, in a weird way, we have to address it because who's the owner of the 76ers?
Josh Harris.
And who's Josh Harris the owner of? The Washington Commanders. So we gotta address that real quick. Address that elephant in the room real quick. So tell me what you thought about that whole entire situation with Joel Embiid and the Sixers and the whole entire ticket fiasco.
Well, being that I was up there for Game 3, okay, because Rudy, he's a Knicks fan. And as soon as we got there, you just saw a lot of Knicks jerseys, like everybody. I wore my Dr. J because I'm not necessarily a Philly fan, but I hate anybody Rudy roots for. Okay, so, and if you're saying he's petty, standing.
He is.
I am. But here's the thing: that should not have been a franchise decision. You know who makes up that decision? It's the fans. If you don't want them in your crib, buy the ticket yourself. Okay, and all they did, and I'm telling you for a fact, all they did was make money for scalpers. Because Philly people, we were literally on the Ticketmaster website, and it was a whole row of seats that were available. We went off there, came back 5 minutes, all those seats were bought at that point. And you just know, some scalper bought all those seats and started selling them at basically almost 100% markup. Okay, because you could buy those seats for about $200 to $300, maybe $400. They would probably sell them for $800 or $900. We paid $500.
Especially because the Knicks already paid like $800 for those tickets up at the Garden. So spending $800 for something that you would have paid already, and Philly was going to charge like $300. So no, I get to buy the ticket and I get to see my team wax your team's ass, and then on top of that, I get to go ahead and pay less to go ahead and see them do it. Hell yeah!
Because in the 100 level of Madison Square Garden, you're gonna pay $700-800 during the regular season. You can pay $700 easy. So to pay $800 for playoff, they were like, "What's up? Yeah, give me 4." Okay,
Yeah.
so, yeah. So and by the way, you look weak when you got to tell your fans to buy tickets. You know what tells your fans to buy tickets? Your play. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what tells people to buy tickets.
You
know, either that or they're a lifelong fan like me or a lifelong suffering fan like myself. But DC's looking better. We looking good.
But no, we are, and I mean we had to address that real quick because I mean with Josh Harris being the owner, I mean we don't want. Here's the thing: you as season ticket fans holders, I'm not. I mean I know plenty of people who are. At one point, I'm just saying. I mean, because you got to be able to protect your place, and I mean, and the play on the field is definitely going to secure that. So I mean, if you're producing on the field, it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. And I mean, and if you build the team structurally sound and making sure that they're doing what they need to do on the field, everything's going to fall into place. So with us falling into place. Let's go ahead and fall into place because we got a sponsor to talk about right now, which is W. So let me fill you in on W. W is a powdered energy drink that replaces other inferior caffeine beverages. It contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 fillers, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and is no proprietary blends. The star of the show is our caffeine fruit extract, which helps you focus with no jitters or no crashes. Can't even front, man. This is a pretty tasty beverage. I recommend that you go online to w.com to go ahead and get your own shaker bottle, your own Japanese energy blend that they have on here. This one, Japanese yuzu, like I said before. You can go on and get different type of flavors that they have on there and go ahead and order yours. And here's the thing, when you go on there, go ahead and type in the promo code ODBHTTC for 10% off on all your products. Be sure to secure the dub with W. Go ahead and get 10% off on all your purchases when you put in the promo code ODBHTTC on the website. So let's get straight to it real quick because we getting into. Go ahead.
One question. Where can I get some W? Okay.
W.com. Man, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot then, you know. Hey, look, does it mix well with other drinks? No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I mean, at that point, it's on you. So if you feel energetic and you drunk, that's not my place. I'm not gonna tell you.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some myself. So next time I'm gonna show them I have my W shaker or whatever. So yeah, so W like for the W. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Shout out to Jay Skinny. What's up, Erica? Josh from the fam. By the way, we got to give a shout out to Lake Lewis's podcast because they definitely he brings the fans on every single week, and we got the fam from the same group chat on there coming in, supporting the show over here, supporting the show over with Lake Lewis. So shout out to the homie Lake Lewis. We also got Small Talk ENT. What's good? What's good? How's it going? Also says, why people scared of the schedule, fam? We built this team exactly for this season. Now people scared. Man, I got 5 on it, and we got pass rushers, HTCC.
Can I jump on this one first?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
We ain't scared. We're concerned. Okay. There's a difference. Ain't nobody scared of it now. Like I said, we are concerned because I mean, you know, it is front loaded. You know, so if you're looking at it objectively, which is what this show is for, you know, we ain't scared. No, understand something. I've seen a lot of football, okay, over my 63 years, okay. You know, and
I'll even go as far as this. I remember when Jim Zorn came here, we started off 6-2. Do you remember what happened on the back end of that season? We went 2-6.
I wish I couldn't.
We went 2-6. So I mean, when I say anything can happen, anything can happen. You know what I mean? And Small Talk says, I got you on.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I said, tell them, youngin', we ain't scared now. We ain't scared. We concerned, okay? You know, if I'm getting ready to fight somebody, I'm sizing them up, okay? You know, so there is a concern, but ain't nobody scared. No, sir. You know, because now young Herb will tell you, I go in everybody's stadium and run up my mouth. Okay,
yeah,
I talk to everybody. I ain't afraid of none of them. We went to Philly strong a couple of times. Okay,
I never forget the first time I went into the link, and so far it's been the only time. And I mean, and this was back in 2005 when, as a matter of fact, this is the Sean Taylor game when he got the fumble recovery for the touchdown. So, and yeah, we were the smart ones that actually bought tickets in the 100 section because we knew the 400 section was batshit crazy. So yeah, I mean, going into that game, it definitely felt like, yeah, now Philly was out of it and we only just had to win in order to get in. And I mean, yeah, we was talking big shit. Yeah, we got a couple of birds flipped at us and everything, and we said that's because your bird's gonna be staying at home. Go back into the cuckoo's nest. So I mean, at the end of the day,
the first time we went there, they were screaming at us, "The Redskins sucks," and we would yell back, "But the Eagles swallow."
Yeah.
so you know, hey, look, I had people coming after me. It was all, I don't care. People have told me, "You wear your colors in the field." I said, "I wear my colors everywhere.
Everywhere
I go. I ain't never not represent." You know, so yeah, no, ain't nobody scared. So yeah, so we concerned though. Okay?
Yeah.
We are concerned. I mean, I almost got turned over in a porta potty at the vet. Okay, so,
no,
that was the one that had the jail in the joint.
So hold on a sec. We gotta address this one real quick because we getting ready. Because before we go into that, we got the last one. Week 11 is going to be going up against the Cincinnati Bengals, reliving the whole entire JD5 coming out party, potential offensive fireworks. We got Jaden, the Washington pass rush versus Cincinnati's protection. That should be interesting in itself. And the big opportunity is a statement win in prime time against an AFC East, AFC contender. So that's something to look out for. But this is the part that I really want to go ahead and talk about real quick because, yeah, the whole entire traveling situation, as far as a fan. So you want to tell me what happened the last game at Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh?
Oh, sure I will. Okay, so I'm there, and the last game they played was the Washington Redskins, and I had a buddy of mine, the late Wayne, my main man, my white brother from another. Okay, Wayne Berger. Shout out to him. He's taking me to Pittsburgh at least 2 or 3 times a year. So anyway, we in there for the last game, and of course we may have had a couple of adult beverages, you know, and so,
a couple.
Yeah, well, bottles, but we getting in game, we getting game prep. You know, we prepping for the game. So I'm in my normal mode. Oh, we gonna shut this joint down. We gonna leave y'all in tears. It'll be the last representation of Three Rivers y'all ever gonna get. And so anyway, so I'm talking like I normally talk. So I gotta go. You know, after drinking those adult beverages, you gotta go to you gotta go take care of business. It's time to let some of those adult beverages go. So I'm in there, and Three Rivers at that time had those basin like urinals, like not one urinal, but a big like bathtub.
Yeah.
And you there, with 3 or 4 people on each side, a little closer than you feel comfortable with. But anyway, so I'm there with my joint in my hand, and somebody says, "There he is. There that Redskin fan is." And I'm like, I'm sitting there, and I feel like I'm in The Godfather. Like I don't want to come out with just my joint in my hand. Okay, so I look at Wayne, and he look at me, going like, "Well, you started it." Okay, so but luckily,
how many of us have them?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something about Wayne, the late Wayne Berger. Love him to death. Miss you, brother. Wayne would throw down anywhere. Okay, yeah. No, he would have fought with me now. And bringing up Pittsburgh, let me tell you something. The most fights I've ever seen at a professional sporting event ever, even a boxing match, okay, was at what's the name, at Heinz Field.
Yeah,
and they were playing Cleveland. Now Cleveland is Pittsburgh's Dallas.
Yeah.
They hate Cleveland. Cleveland hates them. But it wasn't Pittsburgh fans fighting Cleveland fans. It was Pittsburgh fans fighting each other. Okay? Yeah. Here's the biggest mistake they made. It was an 8:00 game. They opened the gates at noon. These idiots had 8 hours to get drunk. And oh my God, did they take advantage of it?
Small talk he says from earlier. We suck and they swallow is wild.
True story. I got to get up there in my bar the props on that one. He was the one that brought it up, and of course we said it louder than anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to tell them that time with Barr at the last game. Ironically, all of these are closing out stadium games that you just.
Yes, I've been to a few closeouts. I mean, yes, indeed. So we were there, and that Bama was wearing a green jacket. Actually, that was the first one we went to. It wasn't the last one, but still, we all in our burgundy and gold. He got on a green jacket, and we look at him like, bruh,
what are you doing?
What you doing?
we got to address that in the group chat. So, but no. Tell them about what happened with Barr at the last game at Vet Stadium. So,
I'm trying to think which one was it? I'm
trying the dude who with his Darryl Green jersey, the 25th anniversary, the 20th anniversary one.
You know what? I didn't drink.
Okay, so how did you tell it? Okay, so from what I was told. Is that because I'm sorry, it wasn't Barr. It was what's his name? Rudy's cousin.
Oh, Ron.
Ron.
Yeah, now Ron didn't have on a jersey. What happened is we coming in, once again, we in the Vet. Last game of the Vet. So, this is our first game of the Vet. So we walking in, and you would normally buy a couple beers before you come in because they were cheaper outside than they were inside. So we came in, and each of us bought 2 Yinglings apiece. So we walking around, and this dude come up to Ron. He was a brother from another color, okay, and came up and hit him in the head with his hat. Now Ron is about 5'9", okay, but he got that Napoleon complex, okay. Yeah. So soon as dude hit him with the head with his hat, Ron, and this is the only mistake I give him, he took those 2 brand new beers and threw him right in his face, okay, which is a perfectly good waste of 2 Yinglings, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he threw the beer in dude's face, and they looking at us, and we looking at them. But at that time, I was going about 3 bills. Rudy was about 3 bills. Okay. Ball was about 250, 260. Ron was the littlest of them all, and he didn't want to get ready to fight. So I grabbed the dude that hit him with the hat, and I what's the name? And then I looked at his boys, and I'm looking at them. They looking at us like, yeah, we don't want
that. He looking at me, they looking at me, they looking at me, I'm looking at them. Yeah, exactly. How does it feel like somebody's watching me?
For real. So they looking at me, and I'm going like, well, your man got what he had coming, okay? Yeah. He act stupid, and he got a beer bath. Now, we can either let this go right here, or we can go ahead and finish it.
Hold on. You hit him with the what's the name of that movie? We can handle this like some class, so we can get some gangster shit.
Oh yeah, exactly, no doubt. I think it was a Mac or whatever. I'm not sure. It was a Mac. But yeah, we can do this like we can do this rough house, so we can handle this like gentlemen. What you want to do? Because back then in the Vet they had a jail downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, we get into this rumble. We going to jail, and by the way, we all got on burgundy gold except for Byron. He got on green. Okay, so and in the Vet or in any kind of Philly football game. If the fight break out, they don't care who fighting. They just looking at the colors. Okay, it's like Bloods and the Crips or whatever. They just start swinging. So we was gonna catch one right then and there. Okay, but luckily they looked at us and they were like, "There's 3 kind of scrawny white guys, and versus like 4 big, large black men." They were like, they thought better of it. Whatever. So, one more story from this one. We down in the lower level. We about 5 rows from the field, and it's so crowded. I got to stand up to watch the game.
Yeah,
So then if people stand up, so now I'm standing on the chair, but I got a beer in my hand. Okay. All of a sudden the chair gives out and I fall. I mean, I fumbled like right down in it. But because the cameras was going by, I'm waving at them, acting cool, crazy, this, that, and other, like I'm a beer in my hand. So I fall and did not spill a drop of beer.
Hey, you know what? Bravo on that one, man. We got to y'all go.
They did with me. They applauded me. They was like,
you gotta give them a slogan.
Exactly. Didn't spill a drop. Hey, that joint was like $12. Ain't nobody spilling no $12 beer. Okay, and that was back in the night. That was in the early 2000s, something like that. Yeah. So this good. I have fond memories of Philadelphia. I mean, because they walk it like they talk it. They real with it. And as long as you just keep it about football, you ain't gonna have no problem.
Exactly. And plus on top of that, they're not trying to lose out on their tickets because we don't see. Here's the thing. One thing I will say is that we bougie with our tickets because we don't buy the 400 section tickets for any games like that.
The last time I was in the 400 section, I was with you, and you were like 9 years old.
Yeah, that was the first game that we ever went to at FedEx. Well, at the time it was. Roujon, Maryland, what's the name? Jack and Cook Stadium. And that was, we were at the top of the stadium and we could see God's toenail. Oh, so and I was like, Dad, do we have to stay up here? Because
I think if you remember, Dad was a little afraid to be that high up in the air. Dad had to get a little liquid courage in him just to go sit in those seats. But I swear I could feel him moving. I ain't like that.
In a brand new stadium at that.
Man, that was
Jay Skinny says at RFK I was 10 and probably said something I didn't need to at the Eagles fans. I threw a bottle at they threw a bottle at my head. Wow. Though my pops wasn't gonna crush that steak and cheese eating food.
Hey, look, ain't nothing worth. Don't get no fight in no stadium because you lose your tickets. Fight them when you get outside. Okay, nobody wants to lose their ticket. Because here's the thing: if you buy somebody's tickets and you get in a fight, those people lose their tickets.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. So fight when you get outside. Okay. Or do what I do. Just buy the guy a drink. Okay. You know, ain't nobody spending no $300-$400 and then they get thrown out of a game.
Exactly. But getting back to the schedule release and everything, we got to talk about this real quick. So we've been talking about this because we knew that Arizona was going to be on the schedule. So I said, Pop, so we need to go ahead and make sure that the whole entire because I want to go to Arizona. I even talked to Rick, and one of his boys said that we wanted to go to Arizona to see the Commanders take on the Cardinals. And just to go and talk about the game real quick, classic late season road game that can get weird. So we need to stay disciplined and focused so we can go ahead and take them out. My whole entire thing is I want to go to Arizona because number one, I want to be able to check out other stadiums and whatnot. But thank God they did not put this game in September because number one, it's hot as the fuck out there, and I'm not trying to be in that heat, that sweltering heat. But also, one of my close friends is going to be getting married around that time, so shout out to Trey and Ashley. But I'm not trying to miss out on going to Arizona to see how the game. And then on top of that, it's late. It's going to be November, so I'm also looking at. And this is the first time I brought it up to you. The Suns should be playing around that time, so I mean, we could try to go ahead and catch a game. It's like when we went to New Orleans a couple years ago. We saw the Pelicans game for cheap, by the way. So I mean,
well, the Pelicans are the one team in the league that draws less fans than the Wizards. Okay, good seats still available. Okay,
exactly.
No, I talked about Arizona. I wanted to go there. It's another stadium on my quest to get to all 32. I think I'm in the 20s right now. And so, and like you said, it's 90 degrees in September in Arizona. I don't want to do that. I wanted to talk to people when I was leaving, when I was getting on the plane, like, enjoy the cold, folks.
Exactly.
And you're right. If I catch a Sun game, and anytime we go to a football game on the road, you always try to catch a baseball game or a basketball game while you're there. When I was in LA, I caught the Clippers versus Golden State, which was premium. When we went to New Orleans, we caught the Pelicans playing. I don't even remember who they were playing. When I went to Minnesota, I saw Ant-Man and the boys play. So wherever we go, you always want to try to catch something, so you get a 2 for and whatever. So that's always good. Plus, I've never been to Arizona. So
same here. Just before we go in the comment section, we got 15 in the chat. So guys, before we go any further, be sure to hit that like and comment in this comment section. And looking at the comment section real quick, shout out to K-State. That's the fam right there. So if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to her channel as well. She's killing it in the game right now. I can't even front. So give her a follow as well if you haven't been following her yet. And if you haven't, man, what the hell have you been doing? Jay Skinny says Herb Sr. had me until he said found out fond times and Phillies.
I did have good times, man. Philly fans are crazy, man. I love them. They like me. We all kind of crazy. You got to be a little stupid anyway to do all this stuff, okay?
He said also he's on fire today. So,
I'm always on fire, man. I keep it at 100. Okay, so thanks a lot. I appreciate the shout outs. Thank you.
But just going back to the schedule real quick. So we finished up Arizona and go to Tennessee in Tennessee. and that's a December 7th game, which I'm pretty sure is going to be cold as hell. Physical football game could turn into a trench war. So I'm looking to see what's going to happen with that, especially with the new coaching staff out there in Tennessee. So that could very well be a trap game. But then you come home against the Houston Texans. This might quietly be one of the biggest games on the schedule, depending on the playoff standings. Potential JD5 versus CJ Stroud headline matchup. So we got the two kings from the IE from in California playing against each other for the first time. So that should be interesting in itself.
How about Jaden versus Will Anderson? That's the real problem right
there. hey, look. and if he could elude him like he did, what's his name, Burns in week 1, just sit there and with the ball laughing, running around and outrunning him, that would be amazing. So
yeah, because that boy Anderson's a problem. Okay, he is a problem,
and he just got paid. So I mean, he just got the bag. So yeah.
The next game I'm mad about, and you know why I'm mad, right?
Playing Atlanta and at home.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah. And here's the thing, because I'll even go as far as this. I had a time of my life last year, and if you haven't seen the footage, go ahead onto the channel, and I got the footage of when we went to Atlanta last year. Had the time. I mean, number one, Atlanta's black as fuck, and I love everything about it. I love everything. I mean, not only this is it like the culture is just amazing.
It's
it really is, and I mean, not only that. We still got to go ahead and see the rest of what's the name, the NCAA Hall of Fame, the College Football Hall of Fame. To go ahead and see all that and everything, because we didn't even get the chance to finish off going to see the rest of the building, and we had a time was had out there. So I mean, that's something always to look forward to. Then I still didn't even go to the Coca-Cola Museum. Went to the Trap Museum. What's the name? And everything was in walking distance. So that was crazy. Hell, the only thing that I'm looking at like, damn, I wish I would have went there was Magic City, but that's just too expensive. That ain't walking distance. It's not walking distance, but it's funny because it's across the street from the Phillips Arena, which is where the Hawks play. But you can't just walk across the street. It's a whole like freeway right there. So, but even still, it's still the fact that just like, yeah, we definitely got to go ahead and do that, run that back. But playing Atlanta at home, that could be dangerous if Atlanta's offense still clicks. But this is another home game for Washington. It should be able to defend. And then there was the game that you went to last year, and I'm like,
had to cross it off the list, son. I had to cross it off the list.
Okay, so we playing Minnesota Vikings. Cold weather, late season road game, physical and ugly, but they're playing in a dome. So I mean, playoff football environment. But we got to return that. We got to get back because.
Oh, they gave it.
Yeah. 31-0 was just diabolical, nefarious.
Yeah. Well,
just
they got
crazy work.
Minnesota something because they live up in that frozen tundra. Okay, of a place. I just don't understand how people actually move there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I asked everybody that I met, like, were you born here or did you move here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if they were born here, I was like, okay, I understand. But if you moved here, I was like, why? They didn't tell you what this was going to be like. Okay, so, but the Prince Museum is up there, and that's cool to see. So if you go, they go during the spring and whatnot. Go to the Prince Museum. It's a blast. Okay, you have a whole new feeling about Prince if that's even possible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, especially after this Mike movie. So, but we go from cold environment to the South because we go to Jacksonville Jaguars, week 17 on January 3rd at 1 p.m. This could decide the wild card positioning. Jacksonville weather in January is way better than freezing NFC weather games, though. So I mean. Should be able to because I remember the last time I went to Jacksonville to see them play. I think this is matter of fact, after the game, London Fletcher had one of his little beanie hats and he threw it and I caught it. So I was like, yeah, I got something from that game. We actually got that was my first road win that I've ever experienced. So, well, no, I'm sorry, my second one, because the first one was when we went to the first one I went to road game was in Philly. And that was the first one. Yeah, that was 2005, and then damn, that was 20 years ago. Shit,
you old, man.
Damn. and then second one was this game, Jacksonville, and then going over to what's the name, New Orleans, and then Atlanta last year. So I'm trying to get my stadiums up and everything. So I mean, that's something to think about. But yeah, after that last game in Jacksonville, we're looking at it going to play, take it back home. They don't have the day yet because of the whole entire playoff implications. We could be the very last game, depending on how the season goes. Playing the Dallas Cowboys, NFL knew exactly what they were doing, putting Dallas here. Potential playoff implication, potential division implication, potential chaos. This has classic rivalry ending written all over it at the end of the day. So I mean, last thoughts on that last go round of those last few games.
Well, I'll start with where I want to. Cincinnati is interesting because you know I actually kind of like Joe Burrow, but I hope they get busted up and they should be able to move the ball on that defense. They lost Trey Hendrickson and they couldn't cause themselves getting better. You know? So I think you can move the ball. Arizona doesn't frighten me. Tennessee, you know, the weather could be an issue, but I think, like I said, this is the lighter part of the schedule, starting with the Giants. You got the Giants, Cincinnati, Arizona, Tennessee. You could literally reel off a 4-game winning streak on that. You know, you Istanbul or oh man, he's in Istanbul.
Yeah. Okay. He said this is part of Lake Lewis's crew. So yeah, shout out to Oz real quick. Yeah, just keep on talking. I'm just gonna put the comments on the board.
But yeah, that's a potential 4-game winning streak if you play right. Okay, there's a problem because once again that defense is man, that defense is something else. But you should be able to. Hopefully, you got Atlanta at home, so you should take that. And Minnesota, depending on what they're doing, like I said, a lot of these are winnable games. You can literally see them going 6-2 down the stretch.
Yep.
The question, you know, I'm not in love with the way they did the schedule, but if you make it out the front half, the back hand sets you up for some really fun times, and you can end up, you know, I don't think you're gonna get a bye. I don't have them winning the division. I think it's too much from Dallas and Philly. You know,
well, I mean, my thing is this as far as with Philly, because I mean, Philly is going to take a back step. Now, is it like a crucial back step? No, I don't think so. Because I mean, you are losing Antonio Brown. You are losing. You had at least about 6 or 7 players on that defense that's potentially leaving. I mean, it's still like you have to go ahead and still look at this team like, hey, look, they're not nothing. They're not nothing to just the look. We got this. No, they're still Philly at the end of the day.
Oh no, they are.
But they can get got. And I mean, but here's the thing. I mean, you got to show early in the season, like, hey, are we just still gonna be those same Commanders that can go that we like? Hey, we're hey guys, we're here. Or no, you gotta step into the link, kick the door open. What Biggie say? Kicking the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was "Papa, don't hit me no more." So I mean,
walk in your trap, take over your trap. Okay?
Exactly. So I mean, you can't be scared. You got to walk in there and actually take over. And looking at the
here's one thing: if you sweep the Giants and you go 2-2 against Philly and Dallas, you know you're setting yourself up as 4-2 in the division. And that right there, if you can do that, you really need to go at least 500 in your division to have a shot.
Yeah.
You know? But if you do that, the rest of your schedule sets up like it can be. You can do something. You know, this team looking at the schedule, if they can get out this first half 5 or 4-9 or 4-5 rather, after 9 games, you got 8 left. You can go 6-2. You're talking about 12-5 or something like that. You know, 11
and speaking on that, Small Talk ENT says 12-5 or 11-6 is my prediction. Not going too crazy yet, but we will find out this season. Also, Skinny says That Minnesota game was ugly, and I was there, Herb Senior. I moved to Minnesota
from Cancun. Wow. Hey, look, bro, you got my condolences, man. I pray for you, okay? Other than the NFC Championship game, I ain't never going up there in December ever again, okay? And on top of that, my flight was, oh my God, my flight was horrible. They delayed me. I got there at 3:00 in the morning. It was 7 degrees.
Yeah.
I woke up thinking it was going to be warmer. Yeah, it was. It was 13. Okay, so that oh my God, it's cold to play. And look, and here's the craziest thing. And Herb Jr., I know you ain't gonna understand this because I don't. You can't drink in the cigar bars. They don't sell alcohol in the
Time out. Flag on the play. Illegal procedure. Hold on a sec. Wait.
You can't drink in the cigar bars. Me and Ron, we looking for a cigar bar because me and him the only one to do stogies. So we find one. We have a cab take us to the joint, and we went to the bar. We like, okay, what do you? And we looking around like, ain't nothing on the shelves. Like, I'm thinking, what is this? Speakeasy? Y'all keep it in the back or something? One of them joints. Like, no, we can't sell alcohol in here.
Then what good are you?
Why do you call yourself a bar? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Why do you call yourself a bar?
It's the complete opposite of Cheers. I don't want to go there, and I don't want to know your name at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I just said that. No, I'm good. I pay the Uber just to go back home. I rather just.
The best time I had was in the airport going home because I was like, I'm getting out of this place. Oh my God.
No.
But I will say this: the first time we went there was on a Thursday night. Matter of fact, it was the year that the Nats were in the World Series. Okay, because I flew home on that Saturday to the World Series game. And spent money that I won't talk about on air. But anyway,
so that's where that's where the rest of the money that she promised me. I had to my inheritance was.
Well, I spent your inheritance on a lot of things, But anyway, but the fans couldn't be nicer. They are just the nicest. I had this lady feeding me cheese curds. It was the weirdest thing ever. She's like, "Here, taste them," and her husband sitting next to her, watch her do it, and I'm like. Okay, well, but and by the way, I found out one thing. I love cheese curds. Those things are great. Okay. But the fans were wonderful. Like I said, we went to the Prince Museum. It's a nice place. Everybody's friendly. This and another. But it's just too cold up there for a brother. Okay, he ain't meant to live up in their places like that.
Okay. Which begs the question: why did Prince wear a lot of ass chaps like back then? I mean, you know what? It's not my place. But
if anybody get away with it, I mean, if you've seen his lineup, if anybody can get away with it, it's Prince. I'm not gonna question Prince. He had Vanity, he had Apollonia, he had a couple. I mean, Apollonia was like that was my pinup girl, man. Are you kidding me?
But look at it. Jay Skinny says, "I'm saying 11-6 only because we have a new OC, DC, and basically new team all around." Small Talk says, we played Minnesota last year when last time I checked, we didn't show up.
Yeah, hey, look, Small Talk, I was there. Okay. They didn't show up, but I did.
He said, Dad said he got the receipts. So.
Yeah, I got the receipts with them. And by the way, the fact that they have a cigar bar without liquor, I'm still, it's just showing.
That's ass backwards. And Skinny says, well, we did not show up that game.
We did not.
But
more right.
But I'm just looking at the schedule and everything. I say the hardest stretch obviously is in the beginning at Philly, at Dallas, Seattle at home, going to London, going to come back the following week to play New York, and then going to San Fran. That is just brutal. But the most important stretch is going to play Philly on Sunday Night Football, coming home to play and still being at home playing the Rams, because I don't care what nobody say. The Rams they were in the NFC. They were a quarter away from getting to the Super Bowl. And then on top of that, you got the Giants on Thursday night, and then going and playing Cincy on Monday Night Football. That stretch could definitely could define whether Washington is viewed as a contender nationally. So, none of these games are easy. But that's what I want. I mean, seriously, if you want to be taken serious, I mean, you look at all those teams back when I was growing up. looking at the New England game, the New England teams, the Giants teams, the Indy teams, the Pittsburgh team, all of them wanted the smoke. And my thing is this: I think this is you. If you want to be taken serious, you got to want that smoke with everybody. And this is the best way to go ahead and prove, hey, is JD that guy that we all say he is? He's not a flash in the pan or anything like that. Yeah, he had an injury plagued season last year, but this doesn't mean that he's just what's the name? He's injury prone. He had a bad season last year. We're gonna talk about somebody who's injury prone. We could talk about Joe Burrow. We could sit there and talk about and as great as he is, I'll even go as far as to say what's the name in Baltimore? Jackson is injury prone.
How about Tua? Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua. He throwing up gang signs whenever he gets hit. So I mean, damn. I mean, it's those are we have to be, if we want to be taken serious, we got to go ahead. Look at it. And here's the one thing that I did see that I have to give credit to Quinn. He said we're not doing any of that ticky tack bullshit during training camp. We going all in. We making sure that everybody gets what is war ready. We're gonna be ramping up all of the practices and everything like that. We can't go in like the way that we did last year, because you keep and it's just like and if that's the case, I'm all for it, because I mean we got to get ready.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see JD under center sometimes. You know,
that's it.
I think he's in shotgun too much. And when you're in shotgun, the defense can see you all the time. They, because you're dropping back, they keep you in their sights because they're coming towards you. If you turn your back and it makes play action better. You can't do when you do play action out of the shotgun, you're handing the ball forward so they can see whether you've handed the ball or not. But if you got your back turned and you put it in the stomach and you pull it out and go the other way, then that just opens up everything. It allows rollouts. I don't like shotgun's great. Don't get me wrong. I love it for a guy like him, but they'd like to see him under center. I don't know.
And I'm even going to just piggyback on what you're saying when you're doing that play action. And Antonio Williams, the rookie that just came out of Clemson, he's going to eat. And I mean, just looking at it, he comes around doing a drag route, and JD's coming off with a play action. And then you see him wide open over there. Chiggy Okonkwo's another person who's going to flourish off of that offense. I like what I see when it comes down to if we I like what we'd be capable of if that's the case. Yeah, you can go ahead and do like some some option passes on shotgun and everything. But no, it's time to have an adult offense in that college shit. That college stuff can only go but so far. Looking at the comment section real quick, Lady Erica says, "Ain't no half stepping with the schedule. Not at all.
Walking in like a man. You got to walk in like a man. Okay.
Yeah, exactly." Small Talk says, "Week 1 go beat Philly without Arthur Jamal Brown. Make Hurts uncomfortable. That's the key to the game." I couldn't agree more.
Let me say this one thing, and this one I'm gonna make people mad. I like Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts gets a bad rap. And by the way, this is the first Philly person I've ever talked about in a good light. Okay. But
good night, everybody. Welcome. I think you're going to turn into off the bench.
I get that. But I think he gets a bad rap. I think the kid's played good enough. He needs some respect. And and by the way, I'm glad AJ Brown is bitching and whining his way out of Philly. Send him to the AFC. Whatever you do, do not trade him in conference. Trade him to the AFC. Okay?
Please don't be like the Giants.
Yes. Okay. Trade him to the USFL. Okay.
The USFL.
If he want the ball all the time, the UFL will give him the ball all the time. Okay. So trade him to the Birmingham Stallions or whatever.
Or you could do what what's the name? Philly's been doing to us for years. I mean, you could trade him to DC.
Yeah. I'd love to see him here. But he's hopefully. We get our first internet. Well, I hope so, because the last one I remember international, and I know this was a couple years back, was that tie when they played Cincinnati.
We're not going to talk about that, because that is,
kicks and, whatever.
I mean, what's the saying? A tie is like kissing your sister, and it's just like,
that's a little nasty.
Yeah, it's just like. No, I'm good. I'd rather take the L. I'd rather just take the L.
When in that situation, at least you go up in the draft. Okay, so
don't
only time a tie benefits you is if you are tied with wins, you know, and you got one less loss, you know. Then
Yeah.
offense is going to be on the center. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I taking over the show? So welcome to the Herb Show. Okay. Go ahead, son. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know, you can't get these niggas nothing, man. I swear.
Give me an inch, I want a mile. Give me a rope, I want to be a cowboy. Okay. Give a mouse a cookie, want a glass of milk. But
No,
hey,
but,
I like what the guy's saying there. He's saying about that they're gonna be under center a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely, because what's his name? David Blau. He's definitely coming, because he's coming from the Detroit offense where they ran a whole bunch of under centers. So I mean, that's something to look forward to as far as that's concerned, because I actually am looking forward to that. But something else that I'm looking forward to before we end the show is we got a jersey giveaway off the bench, and the way that you can win a jersey is if you subscribe to the channel, you like the comments, and not like the comments. I'm sorry. You follow me on IG and you follow me on Twitter, because I refuse to call it X. If you follow me on all three, you will be in the drawing when we hit 1,000 subscribers, and you will get your very own free jersey. So if you want that jersey, share the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and go ahead and follow me on IG and Twitter, and you will be in the randomized pick as far as being part of this, getting yourself a new jersey, because we reward our fans whenever you help the channel grow so we can do more. So yeah.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is family eligible for that?
Nah, I can't. To be fair, I can't. Look here.
I know. I got
you a jersey last year. What are you talking
about? Enough jerseys. I think I'm okay with that. I wore my Sean Taylor today, so you know.
Did you spend what you get? You got it for $50? Like that?
Yeah.
Nah, because the Hornside situation with Fanatics, they are. Man, yeah. So I mean, because the way that they giving out jerseys nowadays, I saw. Now here's the thing, and shout out to Ed Oliver, man. Because if you know, you know. This is one of the other content creators that's always that I saw, and salute to him because he actually is pretty dope. He bought all the cheap jerseys that he could find. What I mean by cheap, he found a Sam Howell jersey. He found a Carson Wentz jersey. He found.
I don't think Carson Wentz bought his own jersey. Okay,
Chase
Young
they probably
jersey. Made him pay for his squad.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and this is like all the old. Like, I mean, he found, but in his defense, he did find them for like $4, $10, $20.
I dare him to wear it. Okay,
he wears them. He does. And I'm like, and we all say, you better than me, dog. You better than me. Because I can't.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Okay. No one wears a Carson Wentz jersey and call himself better than me. No, sir. Sam Howell, I can almost get with Sam Howell. Because Sam Howell did the most with a little bit of talent. He did more with a little bit of talent than Carson Wentz did with a lot of talent. Okay, because Sam made Terry made Sam is what it was. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But the Sam Howell lasted what 5, 6, 7 years in the league. He may still be in the league.
He's still in the league. I think he's in Dallas. He's in Dallas right now because he's been all.
I'm not going to root for him, but I wouldn't feel bad if he got. Matter of fact, I'd say hurt Dak and put him in the game. Okay. So,
yeah, because they probably turned the ball over. So I mean, yeah.
Look, Sam Howell I respect at least, you know. But Carson Wentz, whatever, man. You know, hey, look, but I am like your boy. I did go on because see, I buy all my stuff from my man Clarence. Okay.
Tell him who Clarence is. Tell him who Clarence is.
Okay, Clarence got a stand in every store in America, and it's red and white, and it say Clarence. Okay, so all my stuff I buy from Clarence, okay, because it's on Clarence. Matter of fact, he treats you every now because it's on Clarence. Okay, so Clarence,
wow,
that's the man to buy from. Okay, I buy all my clothes from Clarence. Okay, so, yes indeed. So yeah, I got the white one too. and whatever. So, because I would never buy these iron-on joints or whatever.
No.
Matter of fact, I found out that the Commanders are going back to the sewn-on numbers.
Yeah, they are definitely. And
congratulations on that, right there.
Yeah, because those jerseys, man, I swear those are chef's kiss. Like I can't.
I like the new helmet. I like the W with the spear through the joint. I really do. I never had a problem with the block W. I loved it.
And shout out to Auntie Aunt Silver. She bought me this the Commanders hat. So I mean, shout out to my aunt. So I definitely I'm here for it. I can't wait for the season to start. I definitely can't wait to go to Arizona. And here's the thing, like if you, because the one thing I have to give, I brought Pops on here because we always talk like every single week, like every other day at this point. We definitely go ahead and talk about like sports and everything. But the one thing that I did say, like when I was younger, I wanted to go ahead and go to every single, because before it was college games and we only like Michigan and Maryland. So, I mean, I ain't got Michigan money. Michigan money will take you. You got to go for a good game. You're going to spend at least about $400 or $500 just to go there. At least with the when we go to play the Cardinals, it's going to cost me what $250, $300 for that ticket. And on top of that, it's going to be warmer. So I mean,
the thing that benefits us is it's late in the season, and they'll be out of it by then. Okay, because the worse you are, the cheaper the tickets. So we should be able to get good seats, at a modest price. I don't know what the flight's going to be like. So, but I'm going to Arizona. I'm going there. Looking forward to. I'm sorry, I keep doing your thing. I keep doing your job.
Go ahead, man.
Looking forward to some under center play. Got to mix it up. I agree with you. Thank you, Jay Skinny. Okay, I am too. I think once again, you can sell the play action a lot easier with your back to the defense, because the defense has to run up and come to you, and then you turn around and you do a rollout or something like that. And by who better to roll out than JD5? Okay, I mean that's a moneymaker right there.
Yep. But seriously, getting back to it, I definitely would love to see how this whole entire season goes. I can't wait to. And here's the thing: if I'm not mistaken, I think that's around Thanksgiving.
What's that?
The Cardinals game.
Yeah, it's what, November 29th or something like that. I mean, So it's at maybe that weekend or something.
So I mean, because here's the thing: I usually would say like, hey, I want to get there by Thursday, but obviously that Thursday is going to be Thanksgiving. So I mean, that's going to be kind of weird.
I did Thanksgiving in Dallas one year. Okay, we went to the Thanksgiving game there and got demolished. But you know what? I've seen a lot of good games. I was there for the Monday Night Miracle. When I met Santana Moss, I was like, man, he gave me the best memory of my life, because I was
Here's the thing, because I don't know if I ever told this story, because he came to because I stay in the St. Charles area, and he came to the Verizon store because I heard that he was doing like the little sign meet and greet and everything there. And funny story that he said, as far as he's like, so that Monday Night Miracle game, there was a woman who had who was pregnant at the time, and in the middle of the game, she went into labor. So when the first touchdown was secured, she went into labor, and her water broke. The second touchdown, the baby came out healthy. So she named the kid, the middle name is Santana. Wow. So cool. So to go ahead and Santa told us that story, and she came over there just like, oh my God, this is my name. My name is Santana because of you. So yeah. Wow. So
I'd have named you Santana if I okay if you. I'm telling you.
Look, I mean, you could have called me Dexter Manley if that was the case.
Hey, look, you was getting our tail whipped for 57 minutes, and not to throw this out, but we hadn't scored a touchdown for the first two games.
Yep. I remember that one.
They beat the Chicago Bears 9-3 or 9-6, something like that on field goals. Hadn't scored a touchdown. Then went 57 minutes without scoring a touchdown. And you know me, I walk into. By the way, this was the night that they put Troy, Emmett, and what's the name? Michael Irvin.
They put the triplets in the
Ring of Honor. In the Ring of Honor. Okay, so they had a ceremony. It was Monday Night Football. I'm in there in my Bridges jersey, my authentic, my real thick joint or whatever. And I'm like, these Bama's coming here in t-shirts. And then I found out why, man. It was boiling in that joint. Okay, the old stadium was only good at keeping heat in, not letting heat out.
That's crazy the way you think about it.
Well, long story short, I'm catching the business from everybody around me, but I'm giving it back to them because you know me. You know,
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
You got the gift of gab because I gave it to you.
Yeah,
Me and your
exactly.
mom, she can talk too.
Yeah.
But long story short, so I'm giving them, they giving me the business back. And when we score the first touchdown, I turn around at all of them. I'm saying, "Yep," because see, I can't tell you how many times I've seen Cowboys come back in the last 2 minutes against us.
Mhm.
Thanksgiving night in the '70s, when Clint Longley threw the bomb to what's his name, to Drew what's his name,
Drew Pearson.
Yeah, I'm just, I've hated the Cowboys ever since. Okay, but anyway, so I told them all, I was like, "Yeah, we coming back now. Y'all in trouble now." And everybody looked at me like, "Man, shut up," except for the guy sitting next to me who was my age. And he looked at me and said, "I know exactly what you're talking about." And so he's the only one I left alone. When it was over, he's the only one I left alone. And when he caught the second one, oh my God, I thought I was gonna get kicked out. Okay, I was like, and we started taking pictures by the star and everything. I mean, we doing that. It was the quietest stadium I've ever been to in my life. You could hear a mouse piss.
Wow,
Okay, it
that's
was so quiet. And we running around, singing "Hail to the Redskins" and this, that, and other. And they walking around like zombies, like they couldn't believe what had just happened. Okay. And to top it off, so me and Rudy get into the cab, we're going back to the hotel, and Drew Pearson is doing the after game show. And all he could say was, I don't understand. What? Can someone explain it to me? I mean, he was speechless on air, like dead air. He couldn't even cope. He was having a problem with it. Okay. I mean, all the guys had a problem with it.
Hold on. So you mad that we pulled a you?
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, nobody deserved it more. And by the way, this is the second thing I would ever say. The only thing I would say good about the Cowboys, and it's not really good. Drew Pearson belonged in the Hall of Fame long before he got in.
Oh yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of guys who deserve it. I mean, and
I ain't saying that about the Cowboys.
No. I'm saying this because we've had this conversation before. Joe Jacoby. Why the hell is he in the Hall of Fame? Oh, Lawrence Taylor came out. Lawrence Taylor
had to wait as long as he did. Art Monk
exactly.
got in after Michael Irvin, and even Michael Irvin was saying, "Why is Art Monk not in the Hall of Fame?" Okay?
Exactly.
I mean, so yeah, but no, Drew Pearson was speechless on the radio. He couldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Rudy went to Denny's or someplace or whatever. We the only ones wearing blue, burgundy, and gold. Okay, so it was.
So it's a controversial statement. I'm with Herbert Senior. Hurts is under unwarranted hate. He helped them get a ring. Also, the only Eagle I have to say anything about.
You can't say nothing else good about the rest of them. That for sure. Okay, no, but
shout out to my boy Steve. He said, "What up, Big Herb? Long time no see, pops." So that's the homie Steve. And last but not least, Jay Skinny says, "Oh, two magicians in the house, trouble." But no, I mean, just getting back to that Pearson just being silent. That's always just the quiet of Cowboy is just like. I mean, the next best thing would have been Michael Irvin just silence. I mean, but to do that against the triplets, is just because I mean they treated us like that game like we was the homecoming game.
That's what I told them. I said, y'all should have invited the Eagles to homecoming. Okay, don't invite us to homecoming. I mean, because they took it personal. Okay, so it easily, and it was the first time I'd ever been to Dallas. First time I'd ever been, and to come on a game like that, oh my God, man, that was one of my fondest memories.
I remember that game like it was yesterday too, because I had to go to work the following day, and my coworker at the time, she was a Cowboy fan. She's a Cowboy fan, and she was like, "What you all amped up for? Didn't y'all lose yesterday?" I was like, "Oh, you didn't see." So
stay up for the ending.
Because you must have been to bed when it was 5 minutes left. She's like, "Yeah, it was exactly 5 minutes left in the game. We won." I was like, "No, you didn't."
No, we didn't. That right there that would be my fondest memory. Like, oh, you went to sleep on it. And I'll tell you the last one. The last play of that game, Roy Williams caught a pass, and Sean Taylor
lit his ass up.
Oh my God. Man, separating man from ball from memory. Okay.
Here's my fondest memory of any of those Cowboys victories that we got over them. And this probably might be my greatest achievement as far as storytelling. I used to work at the stadium long ago. I think it was the 07 season. No, it was the 05 season. It was the 05 season when we went to the playoffs that year. And that was the game where we beat the hell out of the Cowboys 35-7. So If you remember anything from that game, they that was name. They went to head. See, I even said as soon as I said it, I said 35-7 game. So when I went there and all of a sudden he went ahead and said, what's the name? They even had on the screen one guy who was a Cowboy fan just dozed off like this, and they put in. You can see the Redskin fans like, hey. But here's the part where it gets better. So after the game, where we go ahead and clock out, that's where the players are coming out to the visiting players are coming out
it's the Tuna story, isn't
it? Yeah. So Tuna, what's his name, just walks out there, the head coach of the Cowboys at the time, Hall of Famer. He's pissed, and you can see it on his face. And because my father raised me to be an asshole, I said, "Hey, Tuna, great game, my guy." And he turned around and looked like he wanted to run his fade on me, like he wanted to beat my ass. Oh, so he didn't know. He gave me the death stare like this for like 2 minutes. Like I couldn't. No, I literally couldn't move. I just sat there and just laughed. I gave him the Dylan Brooks treatment. I looked him straight in the face and just laughed. It just.
But you ain't want that smoke for real.
Oh hell no, I ain't want that smoke. No, hell no. No, but to go ahead and say that at the end of the day, yeah, I take all that.
Hey, you can't just talk it when you good. You got to talk it all the time.
All the time. And I've taken we talked shit last year in Atlanta. And we got
waxed,
and we got our asses whooped.
But you know what? We ended up in a nice cigar bar, so that was
good. Yeah. At least they were serving drinks. But quick rundown before we go out. Oz says Joe Jacoby had to be in the Hall of Fame long ago. Route 66.
His only fault was getting undressed by Lawrence Taylor, which every left tackle in the history of that time got undressed by Lawrence Taylor. So
exactly. So I don't want to hear it. And another thing too about retiring these numbers and everything. Joe Jacoby and Russ Grimm should not have anybody wearing their jersey. They should be yeah. So now here's the one thing I will say because you said Route 66. I'm going to call it Order 66. And if you know, you know.
What's that?
Order 66.
You'll have to tell me.
Star Wars. I'll explain it afterwards. Crash.
Man, I was a kid when that came out.
No. This one, I'll explain it afterwards. But Crash says, and that I forgot to tell you, Steve is an Eagle fan, so all the Hurts criticism is deserved, unforced errors, and all throughout the season. I love Philly, but we hold them accountable when they mess up.
I do too, but let me say this: he outplayed Pat Mahomes in both of those Super Bowls, and won one of them. So in Washington, if you're a quarterback and you win a Super Bowl, you get none but love. Okay.
Doug Williams won a championship 38 years ago, and still gets regarded as like a saint in
and
here.
By the way, played half a season. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. And yes, that was Bill Parcells. So yeah. But man, it's been fun talking to you guys for about an hour and a half. And before we go,
goes by quick.
Yeah. So that was fun. Like I said, with the jersey giveaway, once we get to 1,000 subs, and you already follow me on IG and Twitter, and subscribe to the channel, you will go ahead and be in the drawing for a free jersey. I might even do one at 500 subs, because currently we are at 388, so that's 12 away from 400. So yeah, I might do something else when we get there, because y'all been gracious to me, and I want to be gracious back to y'all, because like I say, after every single show, help me grow so we can do more. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the comment section. If you're watching this post show, hit the subscribe button as well, and hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next on Off the Bench. And with that being said, Pops, you want to say one thing real quick?
I like a breast, so keep a breast. Yeah.
Jesus, I can't take this nigga anywhere. I can't take him anywhere. You know what, guys? It's been fun.
Dirty old man. Okay.
he really is. You know what?
It doesn't change. It doesn't change.
As we always do, left hand up. Who are we, Commanders? Because this dude is crazy. We out.